2 years ago now, I left almost everything behind in Germany and moved to Spain, where I had to start over. I had lived in Berlin for 6.5 years, and my life there was kind of a roller coaster. So I took the big leap and I moved to Barcelona. Ever since I moved here, I've been on this journey of finding out what it actually means for me personally to enjoy life, to slow down, and to find happiness in small things. So if you'd like me to take you along, then I hope you stick around and hopefully you'll find yourself feeling inspired. Woo! Hallo, ich bin Maxi and good morning from Barcelona. This is Diego. He's my dog, as you can tell. He's a French Bulldog. I take him everywhere I go, whenever I can. Sometimes I can't, but whenever it's possible, he's usually there with me, and he is my constant companion in life. Speaking of Diego, the first thing I want to do today is give this one a bath, because it's been a while. I know it's gonna be something because he doesn't love it. He's usually very good. He doesn't give me a hard time, but I can definitely tell he does not like it. But sometimes you gotta take a bath, and that's exactly what we're gonna do now. Warte. Super. Oh, Digi, warte. Oh no. Super. Und jetzt? Hausi? Nee, jetzt schon fertig. Juppie! Alright, now that Diego is fresh and clean and smells like a little baby, let me also get ready because I want to take you along to something that I've been looking forward to for a while now. It's a Japanese festival called La figura occidental se viene. And I also quickly stopped by Rossmann. If you've ever lived in Germany or if you are German, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm so happy that they have Rossmann here. Yeah, I just got a couple of things because it was on the way home anyway. And then I got the cutest little thing. What is this? I looked at it and I was like, I don't even know what this is, but I need it. And then I found out that it's a candle. So cute. And also my thought was, this would be the cutest little planter once the candle is burnt out for like a, I don't know. I'll figure that out, but I think it would be really cute. I have some more plans tonight, but for now, I think I'm just going to do one thing. My ficus that I see over there, ficus, I have to repot it. I had repotted it already. Then later I found out that it's sitting in soil that is really not good for the ficus, whatever. So now I'm finally going to change it. But I'm actually kind of excited to do it because it's meditative. I'm going to mix the soil. I'm going to give my plant a new home. Then for the rest of the afternoon, I think I'm just going to chill, take it really slow. Now I'm going to repot this ficus. So, welcome to my latest obsession, houseplants. So before this recent obsession, I literally killed every single plant I ever owned. I was the type of person who would just set reminders on my phone and water every single plant on the same schedule, which now I know makes absolutely no sense because every plant is different. So until a couple months ago, I only had maybe like 3 plants, and somehow they were all still alive. But then one of them started dying, and that's when I discovered propagation. I realized you can take cuttings from a plant, put them in water for a couple weeks, and then they grow new roots and basically create an entire new plant. The moment I realized that, it was over for me. I started walking around outside with Diego, looking left and right at every single plant, thinking, can I take a cutting of that? My friends around me were like, what is going on with you? Are you turning into like one of those jungle apartment people? And now, like 3 months later, I've already propagated some of my plants successfully. I multiplied one of my little monsteras. I created 2 entire new pothos plants, which are honestly one of my favorites because they're so easy to take care of and they grow really long vines and they just look really beautiful. Now I really get why people love plants so much. There's something really special about waking up in the morning and checking on all of your plants and then noticing a tiny little new leaf that wasn't there before. Over the next couple days or weeks, it slowly comes out and grows into a full leaf. For me, my plants just completely changed the feeling of my space. They give me like a sense of calm, they make me feel grounded, and also way more connected to nature, especially living in a city. So yeah, this whole thing became way more meaningful to me than I expected in the beginning, and honestly, seeing all of my plants thriving now genuinely gives me a lot of joy. Alright, so it's a little bit later. My plan that I mentioned earlier to meet my friends is actually like an open museum night or something. But to be honest, I have no clue at all where we're going and what there's gonna be. So it's a complete surprise for me. By the way, Diego is super tired. He's sleeping here behind me. But I think he had a really, really exciting day and I could tell that he was really happy. He always makes a lot of friends, he catches a lot of people's attention, and he loves it, I can tell. Because then he gets some scratches, he gets some attention, people pet him, people play with him. So obviously I'm going to a museum, so I cannot even take him. But since he's really, really tired anyway, I really don't feel bad for having to let him stay here. So we ended up going to the Fundació Joan Miró. I don't speak Catalan, but I hope I said that right. And what we experienced there was definitely unexpected. Actually, it's one of the most well-known museums here, which is why I had been wanting to go for quite a while. And even though I think from what I saw, he's not going to be my personal favorite artist, but these are a couple of the artworks that I did really enjoy. But the courtyard was what really surprised us because they had set up this small DJ booth, yes, in the middle of the courtyard of this art museum. And then the DJ played some of the best iconic songs from like the 2010s, and it was so much fun. It felt like a little nostalgic moment of being transported back to my teenage years. And of course, I couldn't miss out on a little midnight snack of tapas. So I just got back. It's now 2 a.m. Actually, it's 2:11. Usually I'm not someone anymore who stays up until like that late, but I had a really fun night with my friends. I'm super happy. And I hope you enjoyed me taking you along. I really enjoyed making this video. I thought it was so much fun. Let me know if you want to see more of these. Also, I will link another video of mine here somewhere on the screen that you can watch if you like my content. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. So good night.